I was going to start off this video saying ho ho ho, but after spending an entire day at a Santa set, I've decided not to. So, instead, I'm just going to go into it. Welcome to Christy Grace Scarlet Pen, if you haven't been here before. Author, creativity chaser, book lover. So today, I have done something fun. I saw a place online that would literally wrap and send you advent calendar for December, but books. And so you would pay like $150 for a box of wrapped Christmas present advent books. I loved the idea, but I also didn't trust that the books would be anything that I would like to read. So instead, I've twisted it a little bit and I've taken books out of my own bookcase that I want to read and wrapped those. So here is my big basket full of Christmas presents, full of my wrapped books that I will be getting to. So I've decided to do things in an unusual way, but what I'm going to do is I have about 4 different Christmas books that I have bought that I want to read across the Christmas season. But what I thought would be fun is, because I have just so many books that I own that I haven't read yet, but that I want to read, I picked about 20, unwrap and read a chapter of every day. So I won't be reading these books in their entirety. Some of them are quite long. I tried to get a pretty good mix going. I'm pretty happy. I can't remember what they are already, but I'll get to see if I'm actually going to be really psyched and really interested to read it, or if it's something that I can probably put aside for a little while and come back to at a later date. So not only are we getting something fun every day before Christmas, but we're also going to get an idea of some of the books in my bookcase that I think I could probably wait for to read, or those that I really desperately want to. So I have a little montage that I made of me wrapping all of these books so you can have a sneak peek into some of the selections that are here. So here you go, here it is. So at the moment, I only have 2 of the, I think 5 or so, maybe even 6, but 5 or so Christmas books. I actually only have 2. So the other ones are coming. So, but for now, I'll show you what these ones are. So the first one is, I got this from Big W. The 12 Topsy-Turvy Very Messy Days of Christmas by James Patterson and Tad Safran. Saffron? Something like that. Someone randomly starts sending gifts to a family, and just becomes a crazy situation. I don't really know a whole ton about this book, to be perfectly honest. It was a Christmas book, and you know what? I was down. I don't care. It was all good. And the other one that I currently own, A Very Vintage Christmas by Tilly Tennant. What a fun name. I actually love that. It's hilarious. Tilly Tennant. I love it. It's great. And it is a heartwarming Christmas romance. So it's about a woman who owns a vintage store. She finds some personal letters in a overcoat, and she wants to try and return them in time for Christmas or something like that. But there is also a guy, handsome but reluctant new tenant, I'm assuming next door to her store, Edward. So Dottie is the main character and Edward. Dottie and Edward are these 2 people, and they're going to go try and find the recipient for the letters. While I don't have the other remaining Christmas books, I believe there's about 2 or 3, I will let future Christy cut in and show you those books when they get here. Hopefully that will be within this week, but take it away, future Christy. I have very limited time right now because I am working a lot for Christmas, but I did want to come on and really quickly finish this video. This one is not exactly, I believe, not exactly a Christmas book, but I did get it as a Christmas book. I don't think it is technically, but I'm going to put it sort of towards the end of my pile. It's called Once Upon a Wardrobe, and it's by Paddy Callahan, and I got this one from World of Books, so it was secondhand, no sponsor, just I like them. And it's about a woman whose brother, I think, is sick, and he desperately wants to know and have proof sort of about Narnia. Obviously, Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, C.S. Lewis. A lot of people have heard that, seen the movies, whatever. And so even though she knows it's fictional, she goes about trying to sort of look into this and sort of figure out what she can tell him and what she can look at. And so she goes in search of the author of Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe to try and figure it out and get some answers for her brother. I don't know why I thought this was a Christmas book. I really don't. Maybe it was the snow, even though in Australia it's never winter when it's Christmas. But regardless, it sounds like a really cute story anyway, so I'll probably put it at the end of my Christmas TBR. But I do want to read that at some point because it sounded really cute. Another one that I got was Death and Papa Noel by Ian Moore. So I actually got this, it's basically brand new because I think it's a new release actually, and I did not expect it to be this small. This is so teeny tiny. This is hardcover. It costs a lot. If you get it brand new, it costs so much money, and it's very short. Basically, it is held in a B&B, I think in France. Yes, French B&B. And this is actually a follow-up from Death and Croissants. But basically, there is a Christmas-themed murder mystery party. And I think that there's an actual murder that happens at this rather than just a game. Although I'm not sure because I haven't read it yet. But it is super short, so that actually will be really quick to get through. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed in how small and teeny tiny this is because I just was not expecting it. I think a lot of the times when this happens, I think, oh, I should really check the page numbers when I buy a book, and I just never remember to do that. Maybe I should actually start doing it because, yeah. Anyway, really little, easy to get through. The last one that I've got already is Murder at the Theatre Royale by Ada Moncrief. And this is a Christmas mystery. So this takes place, it's a historical fiction, it takes place in 1935, and a director of a Christmas production with, what is it? Scrooge? Night Before Christmas, is that what that's called? No, Scrooge? Ghosts of Christmas Past. I don't know, that one with Scrooge in it. Anyway, he's trying to launch a theatre production and people keep dying and he's going to try and figure out what the heck is going on. And so, yeah, it sounds really fun. And then there's journalist Daphne King is determined to reveal the truth of what's going on. There are 2 other books that I have on my list that I wouldn't mind getting for Christmas. And so I will tell you what they are. Okay, so it is The Drummer Boy by Ted Dekker and When Christmas Comes by Andrew Klavan. So, I believe The Drummer Boy, Ted Dekker is one of my favorite authors, actually probably my favorite still. And it's a story about a little boy who finds the true meaning of Christmas, I think, in a drum, and that's actually like illegal. So that sounded fun. And then When Christmas Comes has, I think it's a small town, but then there's like a brutal murder at Christmas and they've got to try and figure it out, what was going on. So, yeah. Pretty much that's it. And so hopefully I'll be able to get to some of those in my Christmas reading in December, whilst also doing my book advent things as well. We'll see what happens because I'm working a lot at the Santa set this year for Christmas, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll get to them all, but otherwise, see you guys in the adventures.